Good evening to all of you. You might have known that the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Madam Michelle Bachelet, in the 46th conclave of the human rights, which was held on yesterday, that is on Friday, she has passed certain remarks against India, stating that the sedition laws or the laws of sedition and also attempts to curb the free speech on the human rights activists is on the increase, and this is sending an alarming signal, and India is departing from the essential features of keeping the human rights, violating the human rights. That is what they say. So it has gone to the notice of the United Nations organization, which is the head of all of us. Of course, even though it is a non-governmental organization, but still it is a body which yields so much of influence, particularly in the field of human rights. So the UNO was the first organization which has started the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in the year 1948 itself. At their command only, or at their sessions only, the Protection of Human Rights Act 1993 came into existence also. When they pressurized only at that time, we succumbed. Otherwise, actually you may be knowing, the Human Rights Protection Act, Protection of Human Rights Act 1993, even though it is stated as 1933, it came into existence in 1994, right? Whatever it is, the comments are a bit, definitely they will have some effect, and some people may definitely comment on the situation in India, no doubt. Now, so she has remarked that charges of sedition among the journalists and activists for the reporting or commenting on the farmers' protest, whatever it is, farmer protest, and attempted to curb the freedom of expression on the social media. All these things are disturbing. So they are against to the human rights principle. Now let us know what is sedition. You may be knowing, according to section 124A of the Indian Penal Code, whoever by the words either spoken or written, or by signs, SIGNS, or by visible representations, or otherwise tries to bring hatred or contempt, right, or attempts to create disaffection towards the government established by law, they shall be punished with 3 years imprisonment. So normally in most of the cases in Delhi, that Umar Khalid, he was arrested under the charges of sedition in the incidents which occurred in February 2020. So many cases are being booked. That's a Kappan of Kerala. So many cases are being booked. No doubt, I think very recently even the Delhi High Court also stated, while giving bail to two farmers as protesters, supporters, Devilal Badruk and Swarup Ram, they stated that no sedition cases should be booked against the farmers simply for posting on the social media. You all know that in social media, the government has framed certain rules. Tomorrow I will discuss in detail about the information technology. I think it is called as information technology, within brackets, guidelines for intermediaries and digital media ethics rules 2021. So they have given elaborate editions. It may take 5 minutes time. That's why I will leave it. So they have given guidelines also. That is to trace the first originator, right? So the sedition cases and raids on the houses of the human rights activists, so many people, the NIA also conducting investigation in such cases, definitely they are sending certain bad signals in the international arena. Of course, our representative, yesterday it happened, our representative, India's representative in the Human Rights Council, he has to cut a sorry figure. Of course, he has orally represented, he has expressed his disappointment on the remarks of the Human Rights Commissioner. Whatever it is, of course, since she is a Human Rights Commissioner, normally her words may prevail more effective. So please remember, the activists, no doubt, definitely there are certain good people, there are certain bad people. We can't say all of them are good. But at the same time, the sedition law is a draconian law. That is the main problem. So for each Tom, Dick and Harry, you cannot book the sedition cases, because they should be so much motivated that the disaffection should be spread toward the government. That is the most important point. What happened in Disha Ravi case, since she has tagged, after all she was arrested, the Delhi police came all the way from Delhi to Bangalore, arrested, ultimately she was given bail. So such is the case. So in democracy, dissent is the hallmark of democracy. There should be somebody who comments. So, and you have to take in the right spirit. Shankar's Weekly, Jawaharlal Nehru, I think in some occasion I told you, yes, even though Shankar's Weekly castigated so much a caricature against Jawaharlal Nehru, just he simply smiled and used to let him. Nowadays, he will be booked if he was there. Of course, luckily he was not there. So, same is the case with WhatsApp and other things. So, that rules, if you go through the rules, definitely it also will become difficult. No doubt, definitely you should not spread a rumor. You should not spread fake news. In Andhra Pradesh, it so happened that somebody spread fake news that right from March 1st to March 4th, the government has declared holidays, whereas the government did not declare. So such cases also there. But anyway, so this will attract the entire attention of the globe. So the comments by her, the remarks by her, that misuse of sedition law in India and attempts to curb free speech by the activities they are causing. They are departing from the essential protective principles of the human rights activities. Anyway, if it is definitely central government will know. But anyway, we should be more careful. The government also should be more careful in applying the sedition law. This is only for your information. I am making this video. So please know what is a sedition law, section 124A of the IPC. And of course, on the curbs of the free speech, you may be knowing Article 19(1) gives the powers. At the same time, Article 19 Clause 2 gives you the reasonable restrictions. Otherwise, you can book case under defamation. Right? Thank you very much.